When the NASCAR playoffs were introduced in 2014, it provided three things that the Chase didn't offer. It allowed for more drivers to have a shot at the championship. The win you're in rule allowed for underdogs to win their way in, and it offered more excitement with the bracket that the playoffs provided. With any elimination bracket, whether it's NASCAR or March Madness, shocking moments are bound to happen with drivers being eliminated. Today we're going to look at some of the most shocking moments in NASCAR playoff history. In 2014, Ryan Newman was in a three-way tie for fourth place in the point standings at Phoenix. The only issue was that Kevin Harvick was leading the race, and a win would automatically advance him to the next round. That would lead to a tiebreaker between Newman and Gordon. The tiebreaker would go to the 24 car because he was in a higher finishing position as the laps wore down. Newman would make a desperate move to gain one more spot, which would put him 1 point over Jeff Gordon and resulted in him making the championship four.
Ryan Newman looking to find a way through. It doesn't look like it's going to work. Win, and he's in to compete for a championship. Checkered flag at Phoenix for Kevin Harvick.
Newman's beside the 42, and he's 42's in the wall.
Clear, checkered flag, checkered flag.
Ryan Newman is going to get in with that move on the last lap.
We said what would drivers do to make it happen. We just saw what they would do. This is down into turn 3. Newman, not sure he ever touched the brake pedal, but he had somebody on the outside of him to stop that. That's how you do it.
Just made a big run then into turn 3 on the apron. He just, man, he was, like I said, he wasn't going to slow down then.
Outside.
That's your season.
Outside.
Right there, last corner.
Clear, checkered flag, checkered flag.
1 year later, in 2015, more playoff drama occurred at Kansas when Joey Logano got into Matt Kenseth.
Here comes the 22. He's closed the gap all over the back bumper now as they've caught the slower traffic. And around goes the 20, sideways in front of the 22. Kenseth slides. Caution comes out. The 22 was all over the back bumper of the 20 as they entered turn 1.
I got plans, so I come the first time. Joey spun me out, lifted my tires off the ground.
Kenseth would finish the race 35 points behind the playoff cut line, pretty much needing a win to make the round of 8. After not making the next round, Matt Kenseth would get involved in a crash at the first race of the Eliminator 8 round. With his car limping around the racetrack, Kenseth would get payback on Logano.
And Kenseth cleared by Logano. Maybe no! Kenseth takes him out! Logano into the wall! Caution comes out and the crowd roars.
What's going on down here?
This is what just took place.
And clearly the 22 is lapping the 20, and 20 obviously intentionally wrecked him, and like what happened the week before was more than 2 weeks before was more than it should have been, and just flat wrecked him.
The crash would set Logano back and result in him not making the Final Four. In 2020, Kevin Harvick had a career year with 9 wins entering Martinsville, which was the cutoff race in the Eliminator 8 round. He was in the playoffs heading in, but Chase Elliott, who was 36 points back at the start of the race, was in the lead, which would bump Harvick out of the playoffs. Harvick needed one more spot to make it in and pulled off a desperate move to try to make it into the championship round.
Chase Elliott through 3 and 4. He is going to win his way into the championship 4. Elliott wins at Martinsville. Can Harvick do it? The final turn. He needs the position.
Oh, Harvick spins the 18.
Turns into the 18. He turns as well. The 18 crosses the start-finish line, and Harvick is going to be out of the playoffs.
Well, Kevin Harvick going to take a moment to process this one, and you and I talked about points coming into the day, how you fight all year long, why you fight for every point, Kevin. But honestly, did you believe coming into the day that this was a possibility?
For sure, with the way that we've run here in the past. Everybody kept battling there. I tried to run into the door of the 18 as a latch ditch effort there and spun him out. So sorry to put him in the middle of trying to gain a point. But yeah, just not a great 3 weeks. Didn't go our way, and we fought for everything we had, and it just came up short.
Harvick would be eliminated, and the dominant car of the year would not have a shot at the championship. Another playoff-altering moment took place at Martinsville in 2023. Ross Chastain was 2 points behind Denny Hamlin and needed to make up 2 spots on the final lap to pass his rival. He would pull off a video game move to get into the championship 4 in what was called the Hail Melon.
You mentioned the team radio. Let's listen to their communication final lap yesterday at Martinsville.
One more, man. 2 spots here.
Gotta get him? Yeah, I gotta get him. Need 2.
Keep coming. Keep coming. Hang on, man. Checkered flag. Nice and easy. Keep it up against the fence there.
Talk to me, boys. You made the transfer! You made the transfer, man! Oh my God! Holy cow! That was wild, man. That was wild. Really proud of you, boys. On to Phoenix.
I've talked to so many people today in the NASCAR community, many of them drivers, some that are retired from being inside the race car. All of them said, I've never seen anything like that. Where does this move rank when you think about the history of NASCAR?
Yeah, I mean, I've been around motorsports for roughly 50 years, including late models, and I've been in NASCAR for over 42 years, and I've never seen anything like it, and I'm not sure we'll ever see it again.
In 2018, NASCAR visited the Charlotte Roval for the first time. Jimmie Johnson was 8 points to the good, and in second, going for the win. A big mistake would not only cause Johnson the win, but also a shot at the championship.
He's going to have to come out of this chicane, turn 12. He's going to have to come out of there on the back bumper of that 78 to make a move in the braking zone of 16 and 17.
Yeah, so 48's only 7 points to the good, so he may not afford it, but
look, he's there. What a great corner.
Here they come. Through the final banked curve at the Charlotte Roval. Now he goes to the inside. Here comes Jimmie Johnson.
Oh!
Locks the brakes up.
Oh, he's
going to slide. He slides through the middle. Truex gets tagged. Now it'll be a fight for the finish line. Ryan Blaney in the 12 will win.
He stopped. He came to a full stop to make sure that he was good with NASCAR. Where's he going to finish? It's showing 1 point to the good.
Oh, my goodness.
And
we don't know. That's not definite. That's not definite.
Or crashing.
And you see the 7-time champion waiting. And we're hearing from NASCAR now. It's official. Jimmie Johnson this year will not have a shot to make it 8 championships, Dave.
Another championship losing crash would take out Carl Edwards at Homestead in 2016. With it being the championship race, he was 10 laps away from winning his first Cup Series championship. But a late block on a restart would put him into the wall, ending his championship hopes and collecting a lot of good race cars.
10 to go. They come into the restart zone. Kyle Larson, the outside. Carl Edwards on the inside. Green flag back in the air. They're blocking. Go down low. Carl Edwards into the wall. He got tagged by the 22. Big hits by the 19. And the caution comes back out again.
That is exactly what we saw Joey Logano was going to try to do. Big fire of the 78, but that is what we thought was going to happen. Obviously, the wreck isn't what we thought. Martin Truex Jr. needs to get out of this race car.
Yeah, Carl, after walking all the way back to the infield care center, Carl, it sounded like you accepted responsibility for that. Take me through the restart.
Yeah, I think it was shared. You know, I mean, I feel like it was just racing. Haven't seen a real close-up view, but the way I had it figured is, first of all, that was the race of my life up to that point. It was a lot of fun, and Joey was so good on the short run. I don't know how he got that restart. It was a really good restart. I thought everything was going to work out, and Jason told me he was looking low, and he told me basically he was there. I knew what Jason was saying, and I just pushed the issue as far as I could because I figured that was the race there.
The NASCAR Truck and Xfinity Series have also had some shocking playoff moments. In 2022, Jeremy Clemens would be up front after a wreck-filled race at Daytona and would score the win, advancing him into the playoffs in the last regular season race of the year.
Here comes Brandon Brown, closing in on Clemens. Clemens trying to block, trying to slow this down. Here comes AJ to the bottom. Can Clemens get there?
Brandon Brown made that move way too soon.
Inside.
That allowed Allmendinger just to turn left on him.
Coming up on one more time, around and around goes the 98. Will they get the white flag? The white flag
Keep
in the air.
Back to the top.
Jeremy Clemens in front, and the caution comes out. That will end the race. Jeremy Clemens is going to win at Daytona.
And guess what, guys? Jeremy Clemens has a great shot now with the winner in the playoffs.
Now 8 drivers have won in the Xfinity Series, helping fill that 12-car field.
The win was huge for the single-car team, and the playoff berth just seemed to be icing on the cake. But an L2 penalty during post-race inspection would knock him out of the playoffs. He would be able to keep the race win, but was deducted 75 points, fined $60,000, and lose the automatic playoff bid the win provided. In 2019, Grant Enfinger was a regular season champion and 2 points above the cutoff heading into the round of 6 at Las Vegas. A blown engine early would end the day for the championship favorite, knocking him out of the next round of the playoffs.
There's Ben Rhodes, the 99 truck. Remember, he's a former smoke out of Enfinger's truck.
Grant Enfinger, one of our championship hopefuls, and his hopes maybe going up in smoke.
Oh, after the season he's had, he was a regular season point champion.
And a solid start to this race. Had a really fast Thor Sport number 98 Ford.
Yeah, Vince, the regular season champion. Mechanical failure put you out tonight. Grant, what do you say at a time like this, emotional roller coaster that this sport takes you on?
Yeah, we had a really good Thor Sport race in F-150. Just a shame our season hopes come down to a quality control and a spec part that we have nothing to do with. So I definitely share our owner's frustration with the parts there under the hood. Just frustrating, all these guys worked their tails off all year. We had a good truck, just wasn't meant to be.
Hey, what's up guys, it's KKB. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's video on NASCAR shocking playoff moments. And if you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and give me some suggestions down in the comment section down below for future uploads like this one. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel, and I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video.